All right. So we have a Friday session which is normally hosted and moderated by me. But basically, it's a day where we get to chit chat, we get to ask questions, we get to interact, we get to learn from each other with regard to the business we are doing. Welcome to the new year. I know last year was a year full of success, but at the same time, most of us expected a lot of the downside of it. We experienced we experienced two occasions, which actually affected very many people. But hey, here we are, and we still kept on moving, and we are glad that we are in 2023 and growing stronger and stronger. Because if we experience if we remember very well, for those who started the business, the crypto trading business last year, we had a scenario of the FTX, then came in the BTCST, so which actually affected quite a number of people. But then, yeah, that was not the end, because with the cryptocurrency, an end becomes the beginning of a new journey. So, yeah, as always, for the new people on the call, we have a system that was started a long way back, where we have a Zoom training that runs from Monday to Saturday with a lot of information and education for the people who attend. And we have a lot of introduction to the Royalq business itself. We talk about the Royalq fundamentals, getting to understand the different features, and then how you can get started with the Royalq boat. We then come in to introduce you into the different types of trading you can actually venture into, especially when you're using the Royalq boat, where we have the passive and then the solo. And the details of that is normally discussed on those respective days. Then we're going to have how we can maximize from the Royalq boat because of the opportunity that it presents in terms of the compensation plan. Being a business entity, and any business entity, be it the local shop you run there, if you want more sales, you cannot run away from, the aspect of appreciation. And that is what Royalq does. There's also provided a platform for appreciation in the names of the compensation plan, where if you want to make a lot more money just besides trading, you can as well go ahead and share about the Royalq opportunity to people, friends and family. And the good news doesn't work out. You don't walk out free after spreading the gospel of the good news of the amazing results that is arising from the trading results got using the Royalq. So when the people you share with, of course, also get on board, you get appreciated. The percentage is given back to you. So that is that's like giving back to the community, yeah, because of promoting. So that is sales. That is sales, and every business does that. Everyone who knows and who has grown in business has always done that. That's why we have advertisements. People go ahead and do the advertisement. Why? Because they want to look for more sales. But then besides doing the advertisements, the companies that understand the aspect of sales, they put, they attach, some token as well. Besides the advertisement, they attach a token that whoever, links somebody, you'll get a discount much as we're doing the advert. So that is basically that. So we tend to share with you how that goes about and how you can benefit from such an opportunity as well. Then on a Friday like this, which is moderated by me, is when we now get to discuss, we get to share. We get to have, be on a round table, ask questions, and we see how we can answer. Because on board, we have great leaders. I may just be moderating and answering some few, but then in some other cases, some leaders will also be answering on the chat so that we can move on quickly. Then on a Saturday, we wrap up the week with the new user orientation, where we have a leader who takes you through the Royalq features. Yeah, because it is very important to understand the features and what they are used for and how you can play around with them as you're setting your trading parameters. So those are things that we normally have throughout the course of the week. Then a Sunday, we give a day of the rest, yeah, because that is very important as well. So it's me, Coach Musa, from Uganda. And yeah, I'm glad to be here. I'm humbled to be your moderator today. And I can't wait. We are about 40 in numbers. So before I can get started, let me just recognize a few of the great leaders on board. Let me begin by recognizing Leader Julius Kabanda, who is our great, I would call great upline, great grand upline. I would call it that way. An amazing leader there who has really shown a number of leaders on board what it means to be consistent and push a business that pays off, and he has been a motivation to very many people, an inspiration to very many, and it is because of him that's why some people are still moving and pushing the business harder and harder, yeah, because of the motivation and inspiration they get from him. I'm very glad to be part of the team as well. He's my upline, the direct upline, so I'm very grateful for him. Leader Kojo, glad to see you here. Boniface, I'm happy you're here. Leader Wibo from Kenya. Yeah, I think. From Kenya. Thanks for being here. Coach Mopiwa from South Africa. I'm very happy you're here. CryptoCare. Nice to see you on board. Edith Njoki. I don't know whether I pronounce it right. Estalima, Eve, Fabs, Florence, Frank, and then we have Idris, James, Julius. Oh man, good to have you guys. Good to have you guys. I'm very happy that you're here. Leader Somia, always on Zoom. And I'm very humble that you're here because it's because of you. That's why I'm here. And because of your consistency and hard work and not giving up is why we have such an amazing system. And that's why we always have Zooms. You don't get tired. You really don't get tired. It's a motivation to many, because not only you, when you're attending Zoom, it is not only because of you, but you want to inspire somebody, probably some people who have just joined in, yeah, or you want to motivate the team. It's just that, and then above all, you want to learn, because every day is a learning process. What you may know last year, and if you still continue using it, you may be left behind, because things are changing so fast. In this era of digital, in this digital era, things are changing just an overnight. New things are coming on board. The old ones are being, phased away slowly by slowly. So when you stick to whatever you knew 2 years ago, thinking that you will apply today, definitely you may, but then you will be left behind. Yeah, so it is important. We need to keep ourselves updated. We need to be on top of our game. We need to be in this era. We need to be on top of the team that are moving fast and approaching the next generation, right? Because we're already here. We are proud to be part of this group. We're proud to be part of the people who are always very fast at knowing information, because very many people don't know. Are not updated like the way we are. Not very many people updated the way we are. Yeah? And we should be very proud that we are part of this community and we are able to get ourselves to this level. All right, so that said, today we're going to look at the trading view itself, and it will be for the consumption of a few people, probably who have just joined the business. We're going to look at the trading view itself. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we need to remember so much is the fact that the business we have joined is a universal business. is a business that is done world all over. And the better we understand it, the good for all of us. Yeah. The earlier we get to know it, the better for all of us. Trading has not started today. And trading online has not started today either. In fact, trading as a subject started way back time immemorial. And getting online has even made it more perfect because now anyone can now do that. And we have a number of financial instruments that are actually assets that are traded. A few of them, just we have Forex, at least most people knew about Forex. Then we have stocks, we have commodities, we have bonds, we have indices. You know, I particularly traded indices, you know, the crash and boom. Those who are in Forex trading, I think you should be familiar with some of this, what the crash, the boom, you know. So the volatility. So these are things that are traded online and can give you and pays you off massively if you understand and know what to do. You know, we have shares and then we have cryptocurrency. These are assets. These are financial instruments that can be traded online and get rewarded absolutely so much. Yeah. And because of that, the aspect when you talk about cryptocurrency trading, the same principle that was applied, the same principle that resulted into the formulation of a system that helps you analyze the market information online applies in the same area. The same system that was used to analyze Forex market applies in crypto. There's only a slight difference, some small difference that may exist, but much of the principle are the same, right? So why is it that it is very, very important that we get to understand this crypto market very well? It is very, very fundamental because it helps us make the right decision. Yes, we are blessed that we have the robots on board, right? A crypto trading robot that has somehow made life, in fact, not somehow, but it has made very many people fall in love with crypto trading. It has made very many people get to know about cryptocurrency. It's just because of this Royalq robot. But then it's not enough. Now that you've got into the business of crypto trading, you now need to go overboard and understand this market pretty well, very, very well, for you to really succeed in the business. Because remember, as Royalq, the Royalq was designed to help us trade. But hey, did you know that you can actually manipulate this robot to give you extra of what you expected? Extra, right? That's why we have a lot of strategies that people have come out, with now at the moment, and they're using it on Royalq and they're winning big time because of the ability of you manipulating the robot to suit your interest. So with that, the solo trading concept came in with regards to, the ability of that the robot had given us to, to manipulate it so that we can get what we want, so that we can decide when we want to enter the market, so that we can decide when we want to be out of the market, so that, we can determine what we want or what percentage we want from the market. That's when the solo concept came in. Now, the solo concept here, literally branded as the one-shot strategy, helps you, gives you the confidence. In fact, it tries to mold you, it tries to build you into becoming more of a professional trader than a passive trader. It tries to give you a big impact when it comes to trading, because you now get to know what the market is all about, right? That's why we go ahead and take this strategy. That's why we go ahead and, introducing that app, which has been used since time immemorial to analyze this financial market. And this app is called the Trading View, right? So the Trading View is a tool, is an application that has been designed to help us analyze the market technically. We have different ways of analyzing the market. We have the fundamental analysis. We have the sentiment analysis, sentiment analysis. Then we have the technical analysis. Now, the technical analysis is basically what you try to, you actually narrow your focus, narrow your analysis based on price action, right? Based on price action and volume. of the different assets that you want to involve yourself in. So it is more of, looking at past data with regards to the performance of that particular asset you're going to deal with, right? In terms of price and volume, with reference to where or today, where you are, to help you predict what will happen in the near future. So you're using past information with respect to where you are to predict what is going to happen next. Through that, you know how the asset performed previously and how it is most likely going to perform in the near future, based on the information that you have seen, right? So, and this trading view has a lot of tools that we can use to help us understand this, right? And that's what we're going to look at today, basically, right? We're going to look at the different tools we can use while analyzing the market, very many of them. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're fine. I hope we're still moving on well. If you're still fine, just give me a 1 in the chat before we can dive into the trading view now. Just a 1 in the chat, please, ladies and gentlemen. If we're still following, just a 1 in the chat, and then we get on rolling. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So what we're going to look at in the trading view, we're going to see how we're going to look at how we are going to set it up. And then we're going to identify a few things that we're most likely going to use during the different trainings of the trading view, of markets analysis. I will only look at few. There are very many, but we shall only concentrate on a few, at least a few that may easily give you sense, make sense to you when you actually analyzing the market. I am one person who so much believe that this market can be analyzed by anybody and anyhowly, and you still get it right, as long as you understand the principle, right? So let me share my screen and I take you through the trading view. Okay. Just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Let me try to open my trading view. And to open my trading view. It's taking a little longer. Top. Okay. Okay, so I hope you guys are seeing my screen. So this is the trading view. This is the trading view app, right? Normally, the first thing you do is just a matter of going on your Google Play Store and then looking for this app called the Trading View. You download it, all right? When you download it, you install it in your mobile device, and then upon tapping it, it will request you to sign up. Now, signing up, you can decide to use the very email address you have, yeah? The very own email address you have, the Gmail email address or the Proton mail, depending on which one you want, right? So you can decide to register. Here. So normally this interface is where you register from. Like for example, for me, I'm already signed in. I've already signed in, or I've logged in already. But this part, if you hadn't logged in, you'll see the, you'll see here written as sign in or login. So you just simply tap in. Of course, you create just the normal way in which you create, you create an account, like the same way you did in Royalq, same way you did in Binance or different exchanges. Here you just create generate a password, and then you select an email address you want to use, generate a password, and you'll be good to go. You log into your account. Then upon logging into your account, of course, you're going to be presented first with a list of financial assets, a list of assets that are analyzed using this financial tool. You'll have a list of them, but then you can always try to create your own or generate your own list. We have what you're going to be presented here is you're going to be given a number of financial assets, and one of them, of course, is going to be you're going to find their stocks. You'll find forex, right, and of course, obviously, crypto. Now, because you're not interested with the others, you're not interested on the others. I mean, you can always choose the one you want to deal with. Of course, if it is crypto, you will choose exactly crypto and then delete the other ones because you will not be interested. You won't be using them, the forex and then the stocks. So you'll be concentrating on the crypto. Now, when it comes to the cryptocurrency, you will have to generate a list or your watch list or the list of coins that you'll be analyzing using this trading view. And which coins specifically? It should be the coins that you are currently trading in your exchange. Royalq has 5 exchanges, right? Currently, that you can use, that you can connect to. You can connect your robot to. So it has the Kraken, it has the Indodax, it has the Binance, it has the Wobi. Coinbase is still there, though I don't know. It may be removed, but then it was there. So you can choose any exchange which you use and then link this bot to. Now, depending on which exchange you have your trading capital in or the exchange you've linked your robot in, you'll have a list of coin that has been presented there. Let me just go through that and we try to check through. Let me just come here. Here, let's check here. We have here, let me just, where's my writing tool? We have this part. You see this? This is Binance, but you can have a list of exchanges which you can connect your bot to. And each of those exchanges, there are a number of coins that can be traded using the Royalq robot. For Binance is over 70. Wobi I think is over 60, right? I've not taken time to find out with Indodax and Kraken and then Coinbase Pro, but at least I'm familiar with those two. But with Binance is over 70. So if you're using Binance exchange, what you're going to do is you're going to of course choose Binance. Let what should be reflected here be Binance. Yeah? What should be reflected here should be Binance. Now, once that is done, what you're going to do is you're going to have a list of coins, right? A list of coins which will be presented to you. And this list of coins have been categorized into 2. There's the professional list and then the general list. So what you're going to do, the only task you're going to do is to add them. You're just going to add them up. Okay? You'll be adding them up on your watch list. So you choose like, for example, Solana. You come here, you come to your trading view. Just a matter of tapping on add watch list. You can even create as many as you can or as you want. But you can, for example, say, for example, add list, for example. Then you just tap there. You name your watch list. You can say Royalq, and then you tap on create. Now you will have your watch list already, a folder for your watch list. Then the next thing now you're going to do is you're going to be tapping on add symbol. So you look out for those coins that are in Royalq, which you can easily trade or which you can trade in your exchange. Yeah. So when you tap on add symbol, it will take you to the search page where you will now look out for that very coin you're trading. If it is in Binance, you will just type on the abbreviation of that particular coin. Like here we have seen, it it is SOL stroke USDT. That's the same way you do here. Just write the abbreviation, right? You write the abbreviation SOL, then USDT. Now, put at the back of your mind that the coin you're going to select should be the coin that is in your exchange, because when you I may choose Solana in Binance, and you may find out that the price is slightly different from the one in KuCoin. The price may be also slightly be different either be slightly behind or ahead, right? And that is how these other people involved in arbitrage trading take advantage of that price difference in the different exchange, and that's how they make their money. But choose a coin pair which is in your exchange or the exchange you've connected your robot to. Okay, so I will then tap on Sol Binance and it will load there. So let me first get this out. Okay, so I've added Solana. I can check for the second one just for purposes of, I'll only add two. You have Ion. I'll come here still. I'll tap on add symbol. Then it will take me to this page and I write the abbreviation AION USDT. All right. Then I'll check for that one which is in Binance, which in this case is this. So I'll tap on it. So I already have two coins on my watch list. So meaning if I want to analyze these coins, I'll just come to my watch list, the Royalq watch list, because they will be having the coins which I'll be analyzing so that I know when to take action. Now, after doing that, when you tap on a coin like that, for example, Solana, of late, TradingView has changed the first interface that appears. Normally, it used to be straight to the chart, but here it first presents you with the line chart. Yeah, gives you the line chart, presents you with the line chart, and of course, if you now want the full version, then you're taken to the live chart, the chart with the candles. Okay, so here, if you want to go and check on the performance of the coin, of course, you come to the full chart. So when you tap here, this is where it will bring you. Okay, this is where it will bring you. Now, let me clear all this. Let me first remove all these indicators. All this, for purposes of this, I can remove them. I'll bring them back later. Okay, I'll remove this as well. I'll remove that as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the chart. This is the chart we're talking about. And this chart is trying to give us information of how Solana has been performing, right? It is giving us information on how Solana has been performing. But if it won't make any sense to you, if they don't explain to you what it means, you may just think this is a little joke. Things, you'll see bars, long, short, red, green, big, small. It won't make any sense to you unless you are explained to, right, what all this means. But this is a chart that is trying to present to you information on the performance of Solana in the market, right? It's trying to show you how Solana has been performing. On this chart, we have this side, right? This side here, this is the price lane side. This is the price of Solana, all right? That is what we see there. Here we have the chart. On the chart, we have this. This is the price of Solana. And then down here is where we get what we call the drawing tools. What we call the drawing tools. Drawing tools. We shall see later on how they are applied. Then we have here is where we go and get our indicators. Okay. This is where we get our indicators. This is where we get our drawing tools. Yeah, we're simplifying this. Okay, it doesn't have to be very complicated. So this is where we get indicators. This is where we get the drawing tools. This is our price lane. Then here, watch list is where you tap if you want to go and select another coin. If you want to select another coin to analyze, you just tap on the watch list. It is already started. When you tap on it, it will take you back to the other page, which has a list of your coins, which you had already put in your watch list. Then you choose any of your choice, and then it will load you back to this page so that you can analyze it. So you check on it here. The other thing also is, if you check down here, it is written 4H. This is representing 4 hours. Now here is where you're going to see a display of the time frame you're using. Okay, the time frame you're in as you're analyzing this particular market. It will show you the time frame or the duration of the trading period in which you are in as you're analyzing the market or analyzing the chart. Yeah. So we have different time frames. Different time frames. If you tap on it, you have this. It has been grouped in terms of minutes, in terms of seconds, minutes, hours, days, you know, like that. So normally what happens here is you can choose a given time frame. All right, you can choose any time frame upon which you're going to base on as you analyze the market. All right, you can choose any time frame. If you choose 4 hours time frame, what will be loaded there will be the 4 hours time frame. So meaning you're trying to look at a market, okay, in terms of 4 hours time frame. So you're going to be looking back in terms of 4 hours time frame. All right, so you're analyzing the market in terms of 4 hours time frame. Now, this time frame here represents what we call a trading session. A trading session. The time frame represents a trading session, right? It represents a trading, or how long the trading period lasted. Okay, that is that's what we call the time frame. So it is trying to show you the event of what has been happening in the market in the last 4 hours. Okay. Yeah, so that's what it is. So the time frame here represents a trading session. Just like we have a trading session in the normal local financial system of the market, where most market open in the morning and closes in the evening. If we are taking it back online, we shall say this is a 12 hours trading session because it opens at 6 and closes at 6 in the evening. So this is 12 hours trading session. Yeah, you can say 12 hours trading session, or you can decide to stay depending on how long you're going to take in the market. If you open you open your shop at 6 and then close at 4. You calculate the difference between is the trading period or is the time frame in which you are in the market. So if that is your trend, then you can decide to say, okay, every day I open the market 6. I open my shop 6 in the morning and close 4 in the evening. Now I want to see how have I been performing in the different period that I've been trading, that I've been trading or opening my shop. So you may see if today you have opened, you still have some days, you still have some hours to close your shop. You want to look at how did you perform yesterday? How did how was the market yesterday based on your performance? How was it the other day? How was it last week? You're trying to look at in terms of days, because that is the period in which you're doing the actual trading, you're involved in trading. So that is what we call the time frame. So with respect to this, when we come to this financial tool, the time frame we see here that we shall choose will actually help us in looking at how the market has been performing in that particular time frame. Now, how do you analyze this market? This market here, these different time frames, these different time frames have actually been designed in terms of candle. Is being represented by candles. Yeah, candle, the candlestick. where we have different candlesticks. Now, the different candlesticks we see on the chart are representing 4 hours. So meaning it took 4 hours for each of the candles we are seeing here displayed to be fully formed. That's what it means. Yeah. If you choose 4 hours time frame, just know that whatever candle you're going to be seeing displayed would be a candle that took 4 hours for it to be fully formed. Doesn't matter the length. Yeah. Doesn't matter the length, doesn't matter the shape, but that is what it will be showing. That, you know, the candle you're seeing displayed, each of them took 4 hours for it to be fully formed. All right. So that is how we begin from the basic point of interpreting how the chart is. So it will only make sense to you if you understand that what I'm seeing here is a candlestick. And this candlestick is representing the time frame, which I have selected here. Okay. Which I have selected down here. And definitely it is trying to show me the activities of traders in the market within that particular time frame. Okay. It is trying to show me the activities of traders within that particular time frame. And of course, you know, in a trading session, we have buyers and sellers. So there are moments where people will flock into the market and buy more, and there will be less sales. There are moments where the buyers will go into the market, and then all activity that will dominate will be selling. People will be selling and selling and selling. Very few people will buy. But at the end of it all, what is happening there is that people are trading, right? So the event that has happened within that particular period is what we call the trading activity. And how long it has taken is what we call the time frame. And that time frame is what is represented by the candlestick. Okay. Now, depending on which group of traders were dominant in the market, you will see the kind of candle formed will be of a particular color. Now, you can change that color to any color of preference, but then here, the beauty is you want to simplify things. You want to go by the way it was standardized, that we have green and red candle. From the basic perspective, the green and the red candle represents the different dominance in the trading activities or in the trading periods. If you see a candle that is appearing red, right, entirely, you know that in that particular candle, okay, which is representing a trading sessions, the buyers and sellers were in the market, but at the end of it all, the activity that dominated was selling. So people sold more than they bought, or people sold more than the people who bought. The number of people who bought was less compared to the number of people who were selling. All right. And if it is green, it means it is a trading session that was characterized by buying. There were more of buying than selling. All right. As we can see here, this is a green candle. This is a red candle. This is a red. This is a green candle. So any green candle you see, it is representing a trading session that was dominated by the buyers. Any red candle you see is representing a trading session that was dominated by the sellers. Now, in a simple term, when you go to the technical terms, a green candle is also called the bullish candle. It is called a bullish candle. It is a candle, right, in which the opening is below the close. So meaning the closing is above the opening, right? And what is that closing? That is the closing price, or that is the closing period of that trading session. What is the open? That is the opening price, or that is the opening, that is the opening session of that particular trading period, right? So the opening stands for, the opening we are talking about stands for the opening trading session, the opening period of the trading session. At the same time, it also stands for the opening price. Why does it stand for the opening price? Because when a given trading session opens, it has to open at a particular price. Now, that price at which it opened at is what we call the opening price. And of course, a price you cannot begin trading without any price. So that means the session has to open with a particular price. And normally the opening price, therefore, becomes the opening time, of the trading session. So the time at which you're opening the trading session, you should be having a price. And that price is the opening price. But at the end of it all, the trading session will go in up and about or below, depending on how the activity that will dominate the market will be like. You will now see where the closing price will be. If the closing price is above the opening price, that candle will be a green candle. It means that session was dominated by buyers. And because of buying, the price was pushed higher than the opening price. So the session closed when the price was higher than the opening price. If the opening price, if the closing price is way below the opening price, right? Then the candle you're going to see there will be a red candle. And a red candle symbolizes a trading session that was dominated by sellers. So meaning when the trading session opened, very many people sold. And because of selling, a lot of that particular item flooded the market. And when something is so much in the market, is too much in the market, what happens? What happens? The price drops. That's why you see a drop. So that means the closing price will be below the opening price. And that is that, right? So what you see here is the trading activities. All right. I hope up to there we're still fine. If we're still fine, if we're still fine up to there, let's just go. I'm about to stop on that, but I want to introduce in those indicators, how we get them, how we can put them on your favorites. Then I'll open up for a question. At least I won't go so much, right? Because it's not the day for the technical training. But I'm just trying to throw some light so that you know what it means. All right, if you're following, just a one on the chat again. All right. Yeah, some people are appreciative, but some people are not. Some people are appreciative, but some people are really not. Even when you ask them for a one, it's so hard for them to do. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Thanks very much, Leader Julius. Yeah. Somebody was asking the difference between professional and yeah, irrespective of whether it is professional or general, just know that this market is very important for you to understand how to perform. It's very, very important. Even those coins listed on the general sometimes can be very volatile. Yeah? So it's just about that, knowing what to do. Okay, now let's come to the trading, the analytical tools we use when we want to analyze coins. Yeah? Before we take action. Now, these tools are divided into drawing tools or trend lines, and then the indicators, right? We have drawing tools that can help us during, the demarcations of areas we want to concentrate on when we want to analyze the market. Then we have the indicators as well, which actually is like something that helps in confirming to us how or as to whether whatever we did when we were doing the drawings is actually right. So it's like something that helps just to confirm. But the most important one, the fundamental ones, is knowing how to use those drawing tools. Yeah. So where do you get those drawing tools? The drawing tools are found here, where there's a symbol for a pen. When you tap on it, yeah, you will be presented with a list of them, right? You'll be presented with a list of them. They are grouped in categories. There's what we call the trend lines. So all we see under the trend lines are tools we can use to help us monitor a trend. Right? In the market, to help us monitor a trend. Somebody may ask, what is a trend? What is a trend? A trend is how how price action has been performing, or how it is performing, or how you expect it to perform. So it's just like it's one of the principles, of course, of technical analysis, that a market of any asset, all right, has to formulate itself in forms of a trend, right? It can be an uptrend when the general outlook is like this. It can be a downtrend if the general outlook of the pattern is downwards. It can be a sideways market if the general outlook is just like this, right? So those are the three market movements. So it has to point out a trend, at least. It has to give you a trend. The trend has to be very clear for you to know when to enter. So these tools here helps us in monitoring the trend. And the essence of monitoring this trend is to identify an opportunity for you to enter the market and trade. And also to identify the possible points where the market may easily reverse so that you can exit the market or stay off the market. That is why that. So you shall get to know those as we continue. So these are trend lines. You can choose any of your interest. The most commonly used is this. At least the trend line is most commonly used. The horizontal ray, the parallel channel, the horizontal line, the vertical line. You just choose the one you know you will have. You will find ease when you're using. Yeah, you'll find ease when you're using it. So there are those ones. So what we do, we just put them on our favorite. Right? Put them on the favorite. How to put it on the favorite? You simply long tap or you long press. Like for example, I will try it on this. I'll try it on arrow. What you do is you long press, then you will see a pop-up of some information or some message that add to favorite. So when you just tap on that message, it will automatically, you will automatically see a star here with a yellow background, meaning it has already been added on your favorite list. Okay. So you can just do that and we see there it's already added. So those are the trend lines. So the ones we may want to use so much, or you may want to put on your favorite is this, the horizontal line, the vertical line, the parallel channel. Yeah, mostly as a beginner, those can be very important. This may also as well be very important, the flat top bottom. Yeah, just long track, put them on your list of favorite. Okay, so then we have others down. When you scroll down, we have the Gann and Fibonacci. Now under this, the most commonly used, or the most commonly, or the tool that you may most likely use when you're learning and growing into the trading business is this one here, the fib retracement. So you can as well put this on your indicator. This other one, you can get to know about them with the time as you learn more and become more pro. Yeah. But personally, I do recommend this mostly for the beginner. Yeah. It's the fib retracement. That is under the Gann and Fibonacci. Under this, under the geometric shapes, if you are, oh man, sorry, under the geometric shapes, the one you can use maybe, or which you may use is the rectangle, but it's still okay if you don't know how to use it. But the rectangle is one I would do as well. Put on the favorite because at least it's used. I'll show you how you use it. All right. Okay. My drawing tool has behaved, so it has disappeared. If Reader Julius is on, please try to you remove me from a co-host, then probably just put me back so I can reshare the screen. Or anyone who is a co-host can. Okay, that's okay. Okay.
You can share your screen now, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So, hope my screen is visible. Yeah. So,
Sure.
I want to use this. Okay. So under the Gann and Fibonacci, we said you can put the fib retracement on your favorite list. Then geometric and shapes, you can use the rectangle. Now the annotations, those are just writing tools and pointing tools. Yeah, you can as well want to use some if you want to use them. or you want to put a text, for example, you want to, like this one, these are texts. You want to be writing on the chart, you can use this. You can put it on your favorite. Okay. You want to point something, you can have this pointer, you can have this. These are just tools you can use for writing. There's no problem there. Then under patterns, now patterns for a beginner. For a pattern, you can use this. You can use this for a beginner, or you can use this, any of these two. Now, this one has almost same application, like there's some indicators there, which we're going to look at, the indicator from the ABCD. You can as well draw it, right, manually. Yeah. So if you don't want to use the automated one. All right. So basically, then on prediction and measurement, which is the last part, you can decide to use. Okay, you can decide to use this. This one, this is the price range. Yeah, to help you measure the extent of market movement in terms of percentage at which you want to take as profit. Also the extent of, in terms of percentage in which you want to establish your margin call drops, you know, you can use this. You can as well use this, okay, to help you determine how long, to help, actually helps to predict how long it may take for you to hit the percentage you want, depending on how much you want in terms of percentage. If the 2% is going to give you an estimation of the time, the duration it will take for you, for the market to move and hit the 2%. Yeah, so you may want to use this tool for now, this tool. All right. After putting them on your favorite, this is where they will appear. You see here, favorite list, they will now come on top, and all of them will be having stars with the yellow background. So those are the trading tools. You read how. So the trend lines, if you may want to just briefly do, like the trend line just helps you. You can just use to draw. You can use it, you can just draw, you know, just simply that. You can draw it to monitor an uptrend. You can draw it horizontally. You can draw it to monitor a downtrend, you know. Sorry. Okay, you can use it to monitor a downtrend. So we shall look at this in details. I'm just trying to show you how you use it and decide to use when you want to monitor how this market is going down. Okay, yeah, like that. Any. So you can just use it like that. Then for the horizontal line, the horizontal line just helps you during the drawing of support and resistance line. Now the difference between the horizontal line and horizontal ray, the horizontal line runs across from this side across, while the horizontal ray just runs from the particular point you've tapped on the cursor, and then it goes back to the price line. Like this one, you can decide to put it here. If that is an area you want to monitor, probably you can draw it down here so that you now have an area in which you want to analyze your market in. And we shall look at this in details. Just today is just on how you can use them. So you can, if you draw it like that, at least it helps you to see how price action has been, you know, has been trading within these two lines you have drawn. You want to see how it has been performing, you can just scroll back and see, as is there any point where the price of this coin traded below, where the coin traded below the upper line? Is there any point where it traded below the second line? It's just what you want to do. Yeah, so that's what we call support and resistance line, to just help you see how the market, how price action of a particular coin has been playing, about those two lines, because it is very important. Okay, so that's for the horizontal line. If you want to use the horizontal ray, this one here, if you tap on it, it will help you just draw from a point you're going to put the cursor, and then to take you back to the price line. Now, all of this, where the line crosses, whether be it horizontal line or the horizontal ray, where it crosses on the price line, it will always highlight the price at that particular point, or on that particular line. Yeah, so it indicates the price. So sometimes it helps you know if that is the price you want to enter at. You can easily go and set it on your robot, and then you trade it. Yeah, so that is how you use that. When it comes to the parallel channel works the same way as the trend line. You can also use it to monitor a downtrend, right? The difference here is that for it is a channel. It will be like a channel. You can draw it as a channel. You see, it can run from both upper part and then the downer side. You know, it runs like a channel. It wants to just monitor how price has, as it is in this course of coming downwards. You want to see how it is, you know, coming down and how is it trading, how it is trading between those two lines. Yeah, between the channel or in the channel, how it is trading. You want to just see, because you are looking for a possibility where if the trades above the upper line, you know that, oh, the market is most likely now going to change the direction and go up and begin going up. Yeah, you just do that. So the parallel channel just helps you to keep tab, you know, you keep tab on, you know, as you monitor through how the market is going down within those 2 points. How it is touching here, then coming back down, then touching, coming back down and touching like that. You just want to monitor with the bigger picture of seeing a scenario where, a scenario like this one here. You see the scenario? This is what we call a breakout. You want to see if at one point the price will trade and then it will go above the upper line. Because when it goes above the upper line, it now gives an indication that the direction has changed. Yeah? So in this case, you can also draw a parallel channel to monitor. This is just demonstration. It may not be accurate, but just to give you the picture, you can decide to say, okay, now that the direction has changed, Solana, how are you going to perform? Yeah, how are you going to perform now? I want to see how you're going to be trading, you know, in between there's, you know, these two lines. As you go up, I want to see. And indeed, if you check very well, it has been respecting, you know, it has been doing right. After breaking out, this is what happened. Top. Now it is going to go up. It's going to go up. It's about to touch, I think it has even touched, it is about to touch, but we're already seeing a bullish candle forming. So meaning it is ready to rally up. So people who are trading Solana, just, you know, you're in things. You see, so it's something that you just can use. You draw it objectively, not subjective. You don't have to ask about it. So that is, so it works the same way as the trend line, but the difference here is that it establishes two lines, one on top, which is acting as a resistance, and then one below, which is acting as a support. So when the price is hitting the resistance and it comes back down, it means it has been rejected. So you want to see how it is going to be supported as it is going down, right? So in this case here, the difference here is that when you're monitoring a downtrend, you're doing that in an attempt to monitor and looking out for this opportunity for a trend reversal. You know, when you want to see a point where the market is now going to change and it is going to begin moving the opposite way or the direction different from the one it was moving previously, right? But then here, when you're monitoring an uptrend, you just want to see, you want to ensure, you want to see how long, you want to actually have an idea of whether you should still remain in the trade or you should exit. Because if what is happening here is true, and then the market, you know, begins rising towards the resistance, it means it has been supported here. So you can still remain in the trade. You can stay in the trade for some time. But the moment you see a red candle forms and then, you know, closes below the line, below the support, you know, things have changed. The market may now begin going where? Down. So you're most likely going to see this kind of movement again. All right. So that is the essence of drawing this kind of lines. I hope that is okay with the trend lines. The trend lines, you can use it for drawing support and resistance horizontally, or you can use it for drawing support and resistance vertically. All right. Is that okay for everyone still? Is it okay? Okay. Okay. All right then. Let's look at this part. So we are done with the parallel channel, the trend line, and the horizontal line, and the horizontal ray. Now the details of it, you know, you'll be having in the different trainings. How to use it. you should be attending the daily Zoom trainings. There are some sessions where they talk about this, and then maybe the morning class. So maybe we shall look at this. Maybe let's look at this one as well. Let's look at this one because it has the same application also. The rectangle as well. This one here can also be used for drawing support and resistance, more especially on the horizontal in a horizontal way or horizontally. With the rectangle, you can use it for drawing. You can use it for drawing support and resistance. You can use it for demarcating an area which you want to concentrate on as you analyze the market. Let's begin with drawing the horizontal line. When you tap on it, let me first clear this. Let me first remove this. Remove these lines. So you can as well use it for drawing the support and resistance. You just tap on it and it loads there. Then you put it on the area you expect to be as a resistance area. Then you do the same down here. Okay. I won't go into the precision, but just to give you an idea. That's how you draw it, but just to give you an idea, that's how you can also draw it. You can draw it as a horizontal line, or you can draw it as a horizontal ray. With the horizontal ray, you start at a particular point and backwards towards the price lane. So you can as well use it as a horizontal ray. Now, if you can bring it here, just want to monitor this area. Instead of making it run horizontally, you can decide to shorten it and it becomes like horizontal ray. So you tap on it. If you want to make it as an horizontal ray to run only from a particular point backward to the price line, just come here, tap on these three dots. After drawing, you just tap on it. Then you will see a pop-up of this icons. Then you just tap on the three dots. Okay. Then you tap on settings. Come here to settings. So when you tap on settings, yeah, it will take you here. Now, what you're interested in is this other party. This one here. Sorry, wait, no. Wait a minute. Is this part here on the style? You'll be interested in the style. And on the style, you have this area here. Extend it to the left, extend it to the right. So if you don't want to extend it to the left, you can tap on this part and it will shorten it. It will only pick up from where you left your cursor and you will take it back to the right. So you just tap here and untick. If you untick, then you tap on X. You see, it will only pick up from where the cursor was put and then to run back towards the right, where the price is. So that's how you use it. You just can just draw that, and yeah, that's how you draw it. I think that one will come into the technical bit. Okay, so that is done. That is done. Maybe this other area, the next one, maybe we can look at is the rectangle as well. You can use it for demarcating an area. Okay, you can draw it here. Then you move it and it touches on that area. You see, now if this is the area you want to concentrate in, this upper part becomes your resistance and this one becomes your support. Now you have the area of focus, your area of concentration. All right, so you can as well do that. If you don't want to draw individually as resistance support, just do this, put it here, prolong it upward, and you already have your support and resistance. But it will highlight and give you only an area of view within the two lines in the rectangle. Okay, so you can decide to extend it to the right so that it runs across, and it may be very important for you, or it may be helpful as you monitor. You want to see how price action has been, playing about these two lines you've drawn. Maybe we can do that just for purposes of that. Let's try to extend it to the right, to the left. Let's tick it and we'll see. Let's monitor just how price action has been playing about this. Let's see. You see this? That indeed previously in history, if you go back, it was resisting, it was resisted, it was resisting price. It was resisting price actions, at least. It was, the upper part was acting as a very good resistance area. Because price comes up as if it should go out, it is resisted. It comes back within the rectangle. It goes back as if it should go out, it is resisted. It comes back within. You see? Yeah, you see this? And also here, it was rejected. Now it is again attempting here. It is attempting to again come up. I don't know whether it will now break out, but if it does, that will be good news to some of us trading it, because I'm seeing a bullish candle in a 4 hours time frame, the bullish candle forming with this spinning top candle. We are good. Let me just check. We are building up slowly. Don't worry. We are coming. The 4% will be imminent. This is which percentage? Just you will excuse me. Let me first check something, because this is money. This will be 5. Okay. Come back here. That will be 7. All right then. So that part is done. I can move this out, and then we look at how we can use this. Which other one? The fib retracement. The fib retracement acts as the fib indicator, but here you can draw it manually. You just connect your swing low to your swing high. Of course, identifying the swing low, you need to identify a point of market reversal or price reversal or trend reversal, depending on how you want to call it. And identifying a point of trend reversal, you needed to first of all look at the previous trend, how it was, then what happened after. So that V part, that sharp edge becomes the point of market reversal. So if you can look here, that previously it was a downtrend, then we started having an uptrend. So the V, this becomes the key swing low area. So you connect this part to the top part there, to here. Because when you're drawing this, you need to check out where your price is, where your swing low is. Then you now have a swing high. A swing high, of identifying your swing low, the first thing you identify where your price is, identify your swing low, then identify your swing high. Then you just connect the dots. All right. So just pick this fib indicator, the fib retracement tool, put it on your swing low, roll it upwards to the swing high. There. So here it is. So you have that. This one becomes your resistance. This one becomes the support. This becomes your swing high. Then this one becomes your swing low. As simple as that. Now you have your what? You have your fib tool ready. What has happened? So there's an application of this, there's an interpretation of this, but you will join the class and then you'll go through that. I will take you through that. We're just trying to show how you can use it. So we are good. Here we are. This is a good market. Right. So that's how you use it. That's how you draw. Okay, I think that's basically enough for the drawing tools. Now the other ones, which I think time may not permit us to do, but I'll just show you the indicators that we may use. The settings may come after as we handle them, and how we use them in the different trading, in the different trainings that we have. When we want to use it, we shall always see how to set it up. But I'm just going to show you how you can find those indicators. So the indicators we said, if you want to get them, find them or you look for them, you just come to this plus, you tap on the plus, and then you come to this other one here, FX indicators. When you tap on it, it will take you to this interface, right? This interface here. Remember, you don't have any on your favorite yet. Because you don't have any new favorite yet, you're going to come to the technicals. That is where you're going to get those tools or indicators. So when you tap on technicals, you will be presented with numerous indicators, very many of them, very many. But I want to just give us a few that we may use. One of it being stochastic. Stochastic. When you just write stochastic or stock, you'll be presented with a number of stochastics, but be keen to look at the one written stochastic RSI. That is the one you'll select. Now, before you select, you have to put it on your favorite list. To put it on your favorite list, you see when you type the name of the indicator, you're presented with a list of them. But on each name of the indicator, before the name, there is a star. So you simply tap on that star, and then the background of the star will be highlighted in yellow. Once you see it highlighted, it means it's already been added in your favorite list of indicators that you will be using. So like mine is already highlighted, so there's no need. But if I can remove it, you see, it is already having a clear background. But if I tap on it, it will be yellow again. So I just tap on the star and it will be yellow again. So it is already on my list. Then the other second indicator that we may probably use is what we call the auto fib retracement. This one here. This one here. Auto fib retracement. It is auto, but the other one was manual. It was called fib retracement. It was manual. But now the auto means it can add itself automatically. Once you tap on it, it automatically loads on the chart. That's why it is called auto. That's why it is called auto. Auto. I hope that is clear. So you may also want to put it on your favorite. You do the same. Just tap on the star before the name, and it will be highlighted in yellow. Then it will be on your favorite. So it is auto fib retracement. Then the other one you may probably want to use, that we may use often, is called the Elliott wave. The Elliott wave. We have very many Elliott waves, but you look out for this one here, written the Elliott wave chart pattern. This one, not the oscillators. No, it is Elliott wave chart pattern. You star it, let it be on your favorite. The other one would be, okay, the other one would be what we call the ABCD V1 indicator. This, look out for this ABCD V1 by this author here. Okay, put it also on your favorite list. And then maybe the last one for now. You may have others which you use, but I'm only giving those basic ones, those ones which doesn't need a lot of head scratching and so much, easy to use. You have you can also use this one here for the volume. Though I normally, the volume spread indicator, the volume spread should be by these authors. This one with very funny, very serious hard name, the volume spread indicator. And then, yeah, you can as well use, okay, let me take those for now. So when they are put already in your chart, when they're already on your favorite list, when you come to the favorite list, that's how you're going to appear. So you have liberty to choosing any that you want to use now, right? Now, the trading view, when you're using the free version, which anyone can use, allows to a maximum of 3 indicators only. So meaning if you want to use more than 4, and you want to use specifically indicators, then you need to delete one, remove one, and then add the other you want, because you cannot add more than 3 on the same chart. However, if you understand the concept of using these indicators with other tools, if you want to use the auto Fibonacci retracement indicator, instead of using the auto one, since it is an indicator, you can decide to use the manual one. Because now if you use the manual one, it gives you liberty of adding more indicators on the chart. That is if you believe of very many indicators on the chart. Yeah. So you can use, you look for an indicator with an option for the manual provision and then add it manually. Then you have other 3 indicators now, which you don't have the manual version. So you saw that you have 3 indicators and then maybe 2 or 3 drawing tools, which are seemingly supposed to be indicators, but because you use the manual version, you now have 5 on the chart. Yeah, if you like 5, that is okay. So that's how we add them. So the aspect of setting them maybe will come later. All right, I hope that was okay. That was okay. So I think I'll give room for some questions now. Probably. I trust Leader Julius has been answering a number of them already, and we may not have that much, if at all there is still any. Yeah. Yeah, so let's check out. Let's just see how. Okay. Now you will allow me to do a little something here. Let me just try to do a little analysis here. We see what happens. Okay. So my key area already. Okay. All right, please be asking questions. Just be dropping the questions there. Just see how to respond them. Let me respond to them. Oh, this is a good one. Very good one. Very good. Very good one. Let's see how far it goes. Yes. Let's ask questions, please, guys. Let's ask questions. Let's ask questions. Don't worry about that. You know, we also representing the business as well, so you need to keep track to your question. All answers. Yeah, true. Thank you very much. Thanks for appreciating, guys. Yeah, we may not answer all the questions at least, but the more you keep attending the trainings, the moments where you will just find the answers, the questions answered automatically, right? We have normally, there is, since the year started, I think we did yesterday, but because of the busy schedule we're trying to fix, probably we shall resume from Monday. There's a training session we normally have, different from the normal Zoom training. That one runs from 7 a.m. East African time to about 9, 8:40 to 9, around there. So may as well want to be part. All right. I think if there's no question, right? Resistance and support tools on TradingView, please. Resistance and support tools are very many. I showed you this. I don't know whether you joined earlier on or. This question here. This question here. My bot is not buying margin calls. That one. There are 4 things that I want to. Four things that I want to share with you about the bot not working. Number 1, the things that there's some in some cases when your bot refuses to buy margin calls, it means either in the course of the trading you actually did manual replenishment more than 4 times. In fact, 4 times or more. That is 1. It means you would have done manual replenishment 4 times or more. Now, because of doing that, the manual replenishment, and yet maybe the coin probably is still dipping, what the bot is going to do is it will give it to you. It will allow you now do the work. it leaves the entire thing to you to now continue doing the replenishment, because it will wait only to sell if the opportunity comes. Yeah. So if you're using the bot, if you try to do the manual replenishment, don't do it more than 3 times. I would recommend. Yeah. Do it only to a point you're very certain that possibilities of market reversal, price reversal is very high, or almost 90%. Then you can also, okay, let me replenish so that I am out. I reduce the average price closer to the current price, and then I am out. That's why you would do that, or what will take you to doing the manual replenishment. The other thing is, sometimes when you so much or you frequently alternate the parameters, the figures, on a coin that has already been trading, somehow it also affects the buying. That's what I have noticed personally from experience. It affects the buying. The robot won't buy those margin calls. The other thing may also be that in case the position, people are fond of changing things in the process. Some people go to their respective exchanges to convert those small remnants of USDT either back to Binance or Wobi coin, in an attempt to changing it back to USDT so that it serves as trading capital. Now, if you do that and maybe by mistake you pick something from the one which the robot is already trading, operation affected already. Yeah, it has already been affected. The other thing is, if in the default settings, the robot allows for, previously it was $10 USDT, but then somehow, I don't know, somehow there was a slight change. Your first buying amount, I don't know if it's still working now, whether they tried to rectify, but at some point it was only giving 15 USDT as the minimum for the robot to buy. Yeah. Right? That means you need to set the first buying amount to 15. Then if at all you want it to buy at a figure less than 15, you go and manipulate your multiple buying ratio to either suit 10% or 10 point something percent. Yeah, that is what you would do. But the first buying amount itself should not be less than $15. Should not be less than $15. Then if you want it to pick something which is less than $15, then go and play about with the multiple buying ratio. Yeah, put a figure that if it is multiplied by 15, it will be less than 15, but not below 10. Of course, also it should be in between there. Yeah. Yeah. So let's just all right. So that is basically that. Those are some of the few reasons, probably. Yeah. Okay. I think we are good to go for today. Unless there's something, Dr. Julius, is there something you'd want to add, probably, before we can call it a day?
Yes, thank you so much, Coach Musa. I may not be able to share for long here, but you are able to benefit from the work done by our coach. Love him so much. He's one of the great leaders we have in our team. If you drop him some thumbs up, give him some thumbs up, some love heart for the work he has done for us this morning. Some thumbs up. Okay. Some thumbs up. Yes, some thumbs up. Thank you so much. Those that love trading lessons, you needed to attend. Same link, 7:30 a.m. East Africa Standard Time. Okay, 7:30 a.m. East Africa Standard Time. I usually say that never hope to turn your $100 to $1 million. Stop having false hope of making your $500 one day become $1 million. Capital remains capital. If you have less capital, understand that one day your capital might not produce gold. So I should advise anyone, if you have less capital, focus on team building so that you develop enough capital. Then you can later focus on trading. Currently, you can be using the signals on the group, right? You can always be using the signals on the group. But if you want to attend this training, 7:30 a.m. for 2 weeks, you can be an expert in trading and you can be able to teach others along the line. Thank you so much. That said and done. We appreciate all the work done. Happy to see you, my leader, Smile from that side of Mumbai. Thank you so much for the work you are doing for your team that side. Happy to see you here. Okay, I have some few questions I've seen here to hand a little bit, one or two. Okay, why is my coin that I have already activated in trading disappear for some good days till now? Okay, just go to your quantitative. Just go to your quantitative and search the name of the coin. You'll find it and tap start. I hope that one is solved. Okay. All right. So those in Kampala, I thank those that have personally find me here. Those that have so far have seen one-on-one. Okay. So I will still be here for some more few hours. Okay, for some more few hours, and I have one take that I want to do before maybe we come to the end, right? Okay. All right, let me get myself in the spotlight so that everybody can see me. And we make this. Okay, now. People who chase results are found into what we call your daily routine determines your results. Now, for you to have a perfect daily routine, you need to develop what we call a goal card. This is my goal card. Okay, this is my goal card. All right, this is my goal card. Okay, in the previous Zoom that I did, I said that when you make a goal card, ladies and gentlemen, make a list of 10 things. Make a list of 10 things. When you make a list of 10 things, on that list of 10 things, find one thing that when you achieve it, the rest will follow. So make a list of those one thing that you need to achieve now. On that goal card, attach your daily routine. What are those activities you are supposed to do, right? You are supposed to do that are going to help you achieve your goal. So this is my goal card. Behind here is my daily routine of the activities I'm supposed to do every single day and the skills I'm supposed to learn this year, where I'm putting my focus and my energy. And here are the goals, and this stays in my pocket. I check it, I read it in the morning, in the afternoon, and the evening to help me remind me of what I'm supposed to do to achieve the results I want. Okay. All right. Someone is asking me about the API binding. Okay. The API binding of Royalq has never changed, right? Okay. Let me just okay. Let me just show you sharp here. This is my Royalq. And I'm here at the API. Let me replace this very fast for someone to see. And I come to my Royalq here, my Binance, sorry. Maybe I tap on more. I hope Binance is not disturbing me to log in. Okay, good to go. Okay. Many people have said a lot, but the API binding has not yet changed. There's nothing you need to do with these whitelist things that are being talked about. I've seen some people edit it, provide so many things, but it's not necessary, right? So when you create the API, what Royalq is meaning, copy this. This is the Binance is delisting all APIs that don't have an IP group binding. That's what we call a whitelist. A whitelist means identification. So any API connected to your Binance that is not identified is removed. So Royalq is saying, make sure you copy your IP group binding and post it the other side. Please don't go in for these other areas of whitelist that they talk about. They're not necessary, right? They're not necessary. It's the normal API we have been doing before. It has not yet changed. Just make sure you copy the IP group binding and have it the other side. That's all with the API. There's nothing more that has changed with that. It is the normal API. Please don't put the whitelist that people talk about. Just make sure you copy the IP group binding and put it on a restricted access to trusted APIs only, right? Okay, so that's it and done. I want to wish you a happy week. I hope you are doing whatever it takes to become successful. Focus on your lane, do what you're supposed to do. Be very, very intentional on every activity you carry out. Make sure that you do daily activities about your business and get to know that the business has just started. Crypto is just fresh. Crypto has just started. And those that become very, very intentional are going to be the next billionaires in the next Bitcoin halving. I want to wish you all the best. Make sure you create a system around you. Make sure you create a team of traders around you. Don't trade alone. Don't trade alone. It's very, very important. And make sure you speak to more people about cryptocurrency, right? That's it and done. Thank you so much. And back to you, Coach Musa.
Yeah, I think I don't have much to say. I think let's catch up probably on Monday. Now for the new users, I think you join tomorrow because I think Doris Angel will be taking you people through the orientation. So those who have new downlines, please you share the link tomorrow so that they be part of that training. Have a blessed Friday, and to all the Muslim brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum and Juma Mubarak, and see you. Solana is doing good. So for those who are still in Solana, bravo, you can keep up. But those who are yet to enter, you can go and check it out. It may be an opportunity for you to get something for the day.